All right, want to welcome everybody to tonight's overview, Bellator Life. My name's Ed Terranova, and it's my privilege, my honor, and fortunate and blessed to be here with you, sharing with you the Bellator opportunity. So what we're going to do right now, guys, we're just going to do a little bit something different here tonight. I was going through the slides and I keep looking at the presentation that Micah Thayer did that is recorded, that is fantastic. And it's a total of 29 minutes. But then when I cut the fluff off the beginning and cut the fluff off the end, it's only 20 minutes. So I figured, okay, let's do this. I'll intro the video and then I'll come in and summarize. But let's set it up this way. If you're here for the first time, welcome. We're gonna do this relatively quickly. We appreciate your time. We honor that, and we want to get this started so that each and every person, doesn't take too much of the time tonight. But we know that based on where we're at, the timing in the marketplace, the timing with our company, timing is everything. And we're in a great place at a great time. As you can see behind me, Miracle World, the world of miracle. We're going to be talking about Miracle Cash and more. We're going to be talking about Bellator being the marketing arm for uh, Miracle Cash and more, and also substantially the main product line or delivery channel coming from Miracle being Miracle Pay. We're at a point in time where so many great things are happening. So let me just take care of some housekeeping real quick. For those of you who are um, ready to move on something or might have felt like you missed out on the 3-for-1 offer, we have it extended until tomorrow midnight Hawaii time. So on the 30th of April, you can still purchase and get 3-for-1. That'll never happen again, guys. That will never happen again. We were on a call with a bunch of winners and above today. Oh my goodness, we are in for such an amazing ride. Stuff that is coming, stuff that's lined up, stuff that's happening as we speak. And so what I want to do is let Micah set the stage, and then I'll come in after he finishes the presentation. Again, it's just 20 minutes, but it's fast. I love things that are fun, simple, and fast. If it's fun and it's simple and it's fast, count me in. I like to operate in that fashion. And what we have, can seem to be very intricate and a lot of details, but they don't have to be. All you need to know is the video that you're going to watch says it all. For the time being, it says it all. And when we get a better video, I'll be doing that. When I do a better presentation, I'll be doing that. But nothing can beat the presentation that I'm about to share with you. So ask yourself this question. If there was a way that you could get involved with a company that is going to be world renowned, known by everybody, but the technology you don't understand. Kind of like think about, the phone, specifically the smartphone, the iPhone, before it came out. We had cell phones, we had the flip phone, and we could even send text messages. Maybe you had a BlueBerry. I got a BlueBerry once. You got a BlueBerry, right? And the BlueBerry lets you, do certain things better than other phones. But then this phone called the iPhone come out, and they came with apps, and it's a computer in your hand, and it's a video camera, and it's a still camera, and it's a jukebox, and it's all these things wrapped in one. And I don't know how many thousands of apps there are, but it performs tasks that were never even imaginable prior to the iPhone, right? But if you got engaged with the iPhone, I think it was 1996 the iPhone came out. If you got started with smartphones today, we can't live without them. Well, there's a technology afoot that Miracle owns, and we have signed contracts with the largest providers of what's called merchant accounts, per what they call POS, point of sale terminals, and we all shop. We all go to restaurants. We all use our credit cards, debit cards, And it used to be first you swipe, then they gave you the ability to insert, then they give you the ability to tap. So you pay for it however you want. When you go and you use your card, how do you use it? Right. I was reluctant to change like most people. I was always swiping it. What do I got to tap it for? Where do I tap this thing? What do I have to insert it for? But first I was swiping, then I was inserting, then I was tapping, and now generally speaking, I always like to tap. It's the fastest. If you could find where that little icon is that lights up and you tap on it, it's fast and it's easy. Um, but that just shows you what happens with technology. So what's happening today? I encourage everybody to come out early. We play some great content videos. We have some fun. We had so I'm disappointed I didn't get to share with a lot of you a couple of musical videos that I love. One was dueling cellos and one was black violin. And if you know those guys, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you missed it. It's really good. But come out early. We got to hear from Bo Hines, who is on the task force that's taking care of everything at the White House to bring what we're here all about and finalize and learn about it. Just open up your mind. Come and expand it. And so we're in that place where in this time in history when cryptocurrency is going to go from being a relative unknown a few years ago to a popularized item that everybody has to have. And that's where we are. And Miracle Cash and More has the technology to bring us into the next phase. And we just, got featured by a company called Ingenico with over 40 million merchant accounts out there, tops in the world. 3 others we're in contract with. Combined, they have over 100 million. There's been added to the fold another 4. See, what's starting to happen is that companies are realizing they want our technology and they see these other companies signing up for it, starting with Ingenico, and they want a piece of it too. Why? Because they want to accept crypto as a form of payment. And that's what we do. That's what we have here. So let's look into it. We're going to take a look at the opportunity involved with Bellator being the marketing arm for Miracle, and then I'll come on the end, and I'll probably be all jazzed up and real excited, and try not to take too much more of your time. But I think bookending this, I'm looking at the clock now. It says 9:08. We got 20 minutes. By the bottom of the hour, this video will be done, and then I'll just bring it to a close, maybe within 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and bring Mr. There he is. I'm going to bring Mr. Micah Thaird. That's Micah Thaird right there, and that's Ray Vidrio. Ray's the VP of Sales, and Micah is the founder, CEO of Bellator. Does a great job of really explaining what we have our hands on here. So let me open this up and get this started. Here we go.
Yeah, and here we are in Cyprus. And the company that we're about to talk about, it is the studio.
Ed, your screen's not sharing.
Broadcasting from.
Thank you.
And so that's
thank you, Carl. I can't tell you how many times that happens. Let's see what happened here. I forgot to go back to share. There we go. Okay, let's go back to share. Whoops. Wrong share. Where'd that go? I'm all the way over there. No wonder. Okay, got a nice lineup here. Let's go share. Let me check and make sure the audio is correct. Yes, it is. And let's get it started.
That was my long distance pack going out.
Yeah, and here we are in Cyprus. And the company that we're about to talk about, it is the studio that they do their broadcasting from. And so that's just one of the companies that's part of this opportunity. And the name of our marketing company is Bellator. And that is a very young company, but it's working with a company that's been in business for 8 years.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that and share this opportunity and what it is. So I'm going to go up
why
to the
don't you go
screen
there?
here so I
Do your
can kind of
thing.
do my thing, Ray. So again, my name is Mike Ethiard. I am CEO, founder of Bellator. And Bellator is a sales and marketing company. We represent digital products, and we also provide an opportunity for people to represent those products. So let's go here to the...
The information provided does not constitute financial advice, investment recommendations, or an endorsement of any investment strategy. Investment involves risk, and past performance is not indicative of future results. Always conduct thorough research and seek the advice of a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions. Any reliance on the information provided is at your own risk. We do not guarantee the accuracy or completeness of the information and disclaim any liability for any direct or consequential loss arising from any use of this content. Remember that all investments carry risk, and you should be aware of your risk tolerance and financial situation before making investment decisions. This presentation includes general information only and does not constitute financial advice. Please consult a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions. The following content is protected under copyright law. Please respect these terms to ensure compliance.
So let's talk a little bit about the blockchain, the industry of blockchain, the industry of digital money. When I started in 2015, it was from me hearing about someone who was sharing that they preferred to take payment in Bitcoin when they did their consulting for international clients because it was easier. So when I heard that, my thought was, here's someone who prefers something other than money to take payment, and I need to know what that is. I started to do research, and the more I read, the more videos I watched, the more interested and more intrigued I became, and then I became passionate about this industry. And I started to, buy some Bitcoin. I bought some Ethereum. And that was when, Ethereum was $7, Bitcoin was $450. And today, Bitcoin is over $100,000. And then some people could say, well, that train has left the station. But when you think about it, it's only the beginning, because the future is a future where we don't even have banks. The future is when all transactions happen on the blockchain. And so when you think about it, you look around, that hasn't happened yet. And that presents an amazing opportunity for those who take that step and get involved today. As a company for Bellator, we have a goal and we have a projected target of reaching 100,000 members in the next 12 months. We believe that'll produce over $100 million in revenue, and out of that, there'll be $30 or $40 million paid out in commissions to our partners. So it is a marriage, and it's a beautiful marriage between two companies. Bellator is a ground floor opportunity for us. Miracle is a stable, 8-year-old company that has over $60 million invested in its infrastructure and technology. And with that marriage is, I believe, the most incredible opportunity that I've ever seen, and I think that has ever existed, especially when you're talking about crypto and network marketing. So here is a shot of Miracle and what it is. So I'm going to kind of take everyone through that a little bit. Actually, Miracle was founded by a man named Hakan Torahan, and he has over 2.5 decades in banking, and his original dream was to actually own a bank. Then he saw the blockchain, and he saw that that was the missing puzzle to some of the ideas that he's had in his banking career, and he saw, with the blockchain, I can create something really amazing. So he started this journey by investing over $3 million in over 3 years in building what's called a core banking system, also known as a switch. And then around that core banking system switch, he built these logical, sensible products. One is called Miracle Pay. Another one is actually physical locations, stores, where people can walk in and transact crypto to cash and cash to crypto. Miracle is now the only company in Europe that has the ability to do that through a license. And that one first store is in the heart of Amsterdam, and it's open today. And if people understood what it takes to actually do that, that right there is 100% proof that Miracle Cash and More is not only a real company, but a company that's pioneering this industry. They also have, additional products like ATM software and also a software for point of sale transactions. And with that, they are now set to actually expand through 27 countries in Europe. They're already established in over 7 countries in Europe. And as you see these flags here, you look at Portugal. Portugal is where the holding company is, and there's 22 Miracle companies underneath that holding company in Portugal. There's another big part of the blockchain industry now. It's called decentralized finance. That is finance that is happening without a central company. It is finance that is happening through something called smart contracts. And that's big software platforms that bring people together across the world so that they can actually exchange their cryptocurrency with each other. And one of the divisions that Miracle Cash and More is expanding into is that decentralized finance. And there's billions of dollars being traded on every single day across the world in that division. Another big part of this is that Miracle is about to do a reverse merger with a company called Bellator. Bellator is a Nevada-based OTC company that trades on the NASDAQ. That is happening very soon. Here are some of the brands that Miracle is proud to have. You have your Miracle Media, which is the studio that we're in here today, Ray. We have the decentralized finance, which is called Leveler, which will soon be Miracle Swap. You have Bellator, of course. Then you have Phoenix Hera, which we're going to talk about today. And you have Miracle Cash and More and Miracle Estates. So let's start with the first revenue generating company or project. So Bellator is representing a product that we know as CPU nodes. CPU nodes is powering the transactions that Miracle Cash and More is doing through Web3. So you have your switch, then you have your CPU nodes. Now, Bellator is marketing those nodes, and people are buying those CPU nodes, and once they buy them, they start receiving passive income every single day, and it's scheduled to never end. Now, one of the projects is called the Phoenix Hera. That is the world's first crypto casino. Now, crypto casino is not just brick and mortar land-based, it also has a license to be online. That is the first revenue source for the CPU nodes that our customers and partners are acquiring and buying and representing through Bellator. Now the CPU node, very simple. Someone purchases that node, and then it actually becomes part of the wallet that people have. And then every day there's a disbursement of funds from the fees being charged in the businesses that Miracle is doing. Now there's an 80-20 split where 80% of those fees goes directly to the owner of the CPU nodes, and 20% of those fees goes into our compensation plan. Here are the two sides of the revenue that's coming to the CPU nodes. Now we discussed the online gaming and the brick and mortar world's first casino, but also a company called Miracle Pay. Now when you're in retail places or you're on a website, either buying a product or subscribing to a service, usually you're paying through the traditional system, Visa, MasterCard, or Apple Pay. Now, what's coming, and it's coming fast, is a way for people to pay for that using crypto. Now, when they do that, they need an infrastructure, they need a system to do that, and Miracle Pay is that system that allows retailers, offline and online, to accept crypto. Now, those payments will go through the system of Miracle, and then the switch will convert that crypto if the retailer wants it, and basically send that directly into the bank account of the retailer. Now, because of the infrastructure that Miracle has been building for over 8 years now, it managed to land 4 contracts with the biggest merchant account processing technology platforms in the world, Ingenico, Verifone, Pax, and NCR. They together have over 100 million active accounts that Miracle Pay is set to go out and acquire those accounts with a goal of having 5 million customers over the next 5 years. Also part of this Bellator program, we have Miracle Bank. What is Miracle Bank? Miracle Bank is a crypto to fiat online banking solution. And part of that is you can set up your own virtual IBAN, wire money to yourself, buy crypto, order a preloadable crypto card. So it facilitates the services that are needed for people to maximize their experience in the crypto business. And that happens directly on the Bellator account. And it also is part of the commission structure because all of those activities are fee-based, and those fees are being paid out into the business of Bellator. So we have our CPU node sales, but we also have crypto and banking services that are all commissionable, and that is what the Bellator opportunity is providing for people. Now we have, on the CPU side, we have several different CPUs, Ray. We have a half CPU node, we have a full CPU node, and we have a package of 3 CPU nodes, and then we have the big package of 7 CPU nodes. What is the difference? Well, the bigger you go, the more money you make passively every day for indefinite. So even if you haven't referred anyone to this, Ray, you can actually make passive income without referrals. Now that kind of changes the game because we talked about businesses where we were bringing people to come to meetings and everything, and that usually meant that they were buying something, and it usually meant that they would have a daily bill, a monthly bill,
monthly auto
called auto ship.
Yeah.
Well, here what's different about this, which makes this business even more perfect. Instead of having a monthly bill, you end up having a monthly income even if you don't bring a single person to Bellator. So we have really an everybody wins business model. Everybody's happy, everybody gets paid every single day. Here's an example of one of the parts to this that's very attractive. Now, when I mentioned to you earlier, Ray, that I was in crypto very early, and I bought Bitcoin and Ethereum very early. Well, I bought Bitcoin at $450, okay? So you buy one, you put it aside, you don't sell it, and today that $450 of my savings account is worth over $100,000. Well, we have our own coin called Phoenix. Phoenix right now is pennies, okay? Now, part of this is that you earn in Phoenix. So we have a plan, and that part of that plan is to drive the value of Phoenix up by having real-world assets purchase our coin with its profits. Now that has an effect on any coin you have. If you have a business that's continuously buying the coin, the price of that coin has a tendency to increase in value.
It puts a true multiplier behind your investment.
Exactly. Now, having your own currency can do really good things for people. So now, right now, the nodes are paying somewhere around $1 a day. That's an ROI of about a year and a half on buying one. Now, what happens is when the currency increases and you hold on to that currency and you save that currency, like it wouldn't have been a good thing for me to sell my Bitcoin at $1,000 because I bought it at $450, but I may have been tempted to do that, right? But if you hold on to it for a while and you create a savings account with Phoenix and you don't sell them, if Phoenix goes to $1, then you make over $2,000 with just one node in 2 years. If it goes to $5, you make over $4,500 off of one node in 2 years. So the Phoenix effect multiplies the earnings if you create a savings account with the token that we use for this business. So there's a referral program here that I mentioned, and in that you can earn direct commissions. We have a 15-level compensation plan. We also have a 2-team structure. We have matching bonuses, and we have rank advancement bonuses. So let me take you through this and show you kind of how exciting this is. So this right here, we could be doing this business with just this, right?
Yeah.
With
totally.
just this.
Absolutely.
Because this is exciting. Now, for someone who refers a person who buys half a node, we pay them $110 that day. Someone who refers someone who buys 1 node, they get paid $225 that day. 3 nodes, $700 that day. And I just got off the phone call with a friend of mine. He just sold a 7 CPU node. He makes $1,715 today because somebody saw this presentation and wants to buy that package.
It's called adult money.
It's incredible. It's an incredible thing because it's instant and it's anywhere in the world. Now the 15-level pay plan has a lot of reach. What we're seeing here in the future is that people are going to start referring their friends. They're going to start referring their contacts. They're going to refer their friends. They're going to refer their contacts. We're predicting that we will have people with hundreds of thousands of nodes in this 15-level plan that pays them every single day from where? From the crypto casino, online and offline, from Miracle Pay customers, retailers. We may have United Airlines website because someone referred that website to us, and you're getting paid every day from that.
So the nodes go through.
Exactly. So when you go to these retailers and they're buying a jacket, they're buying a watch, or they're buying a car, that commission comes in here, and you can have thousands of people here, which is an absolute amazing thing for leverage. We also have check matching bonuses. So for instance, Ray, if I brought you to the company and you made $1,000 today, and I happen to be a leader rank, I will make $150 from you doing that if I own a CPU node. So the company pays us to bring great people to the company. And you see here the different levels for that. Let's go next. Now, how do you make these ranks difference maker? Simple. Sell 2 nodes. That's a difference maker. And to be a winner, you just need to bring 3 people who become difference maker. That makes you a winner. And to make leader, you need 3 winners on your team. And to make champion, you need 3 leaders on your team. And to make legend, you need 3 champions on your team.
And one of the things I love, we've been in business for less than 60 days. We have over 100 difference makers. Over 100.
In the first 2 months during the holidays, Ray.
During the holidays.
During the holidays.
We already have over a dozen winners.
Yes.
They're cranking.
And there's people that have made more than $10,000 in the first 60 days during the holidays. So this is the most powerful platform. So there is rank advancements. So when you reach winner, you get a one-time bonus of $500. You reach leader, you get a one-time bonus of $2,500. Champion, one-time bonus of $10,000. Legend, one-time bonus of $50,000. And I predict that we will have a legend inside the first 12 months. All right, so here is what we referred to before as the team structure. That is the 2-team, also known as binary. And when I explain to everyone here, the difference maker, you can make up to $100 per day. Winner, you can make up to $200 per day from this team structure. Leader, $1,000 per day or $30,000 a month. Champion, $5,000 a day or $150,000 a month. Legend, $25,000 per day or $750,000 per month. Now, 2-team structure, A and B. When you refer the third one, they either fall in on the C position or the F position, which means that people can share their teams together. So it makes it a little bit easier to make the money. And you can make up to 20% on every sale that happens on either team. So that is a very powerful program because that has no bottom. I can have 100 levels deep. Someone makes a sale. I make $80 off that sale. It's incredible.
True leverage.
So last but not least, and we're very passionate about this. Actually, me and Ray, we started by
We're going to stop the recording right there. Got a couple more people coming in. Wow, what a day today was. Um, we had our winners call, and I have to tell a quick story. I love Ray Vidrio. I mean, I'm here because of Ray. And as he told the story, and some of you saw the videos for the last couple of days, um, he and Micah were telling the story after Micah and Hawken actually did a phenomenal update call. Ray comes up and starts talking about this idea, and he mentioned to Micah he had this idea, and Micah's face was like, "Oh no," and I understand that dynamic between the two of them. Really kind of fun. But I want to tell you, I'm a comp plan guy, and I've been fortunate enough to work with a lot of different companies, in the owners of companies, and Ray's idea just blew my mind today. And I'm not going to say what it is because they're going to tell you when it's ready, and it's going to be ready very soon. Oh my goodness, guys, dude, the group of us that was there, and I don't want to leave anybody out, but if I start looking through the names of everybody that's here, I mean, I think of Carlos. Carlos knows what I'm talking about. Edward Gary's here, and Gretchen is here. Gretchen's amazing. Uh, Gwen, Heather, just incredible people that are in this room right here. Keith, always great to see you, buddy. Um, Linda's here. Linda Jones is here. Uh, we have working relationships. Aurora Paradise is here. And again, I apologize. I didn't read everybody's name, but uh, so many great people here. And a lot of us that have hit that level of winner or higher, uh, we're in the winners club. You got to get to winner. I'm just telling you, you got to get to winner. Because once you get to winner, and you're going to find out very soon why you want to become a winner, a leader, a champion, and eventually, what you want to be is a legend. So we have a real special program. I honestly believe that those of us who are in the deal and about to get in on this deal are going to be swept away by what's about to occur. It is monumental. It's above and beyond anything I've ever imagined. And so with Ingenico putting us on their website, 40 million accounts, now a total of 8 companies. We jumped from just Ingenico to another 3, which really are primarily the bulk of the merchant terminals in the world, over 100 million. And then there's other companies that are coming in, and they have FOMO, right? They want a piece of this. They want to be able to accept crypto using our technology. So we are so fortunate and blessed to be in this position at this point in time. If you are a guest here tonight, thank you for showing up. Get back to the person who invited you, and get all your questions answered. Jump in if you're here and you're considering making a purchase before this special promotion ends tomorrow night, midnight Hawaii time. Um, Realize this. I have a lot of assets with this company. I've reinvested a lot of my commissions. As a matter of fact, the majority of my commissions I've reinvested because I believe in it so much. And I really don't like to talk numbers, but they're substantial. Uh, because from day one, when I spoke to Ray Vidrio and I got on a couple of these Zooms and I texted him, I said, Ray, my bags are packed. I'm ready to come. And 6 days later, I was in Cyprus and I saw all I needed to see. And I knew that there's no guarantees. I know that. I've been in business a long time. But based on my belief in this industry known as crypto, based on my belief in the fact that this technology will be needed and used all over the world, And this company has technology, a technology suite that nobody does. No company out there has anything even close to what we have. So I became all in. We invite you, become all in, jump in. What do you got to lose? Let's have some fun. Let's work it together. We'll go through good times and bads, ups and downs, but keep a smile on your face and always, always, always remember that the best is yet to come. With that being said, to God be the glory. Look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. Do want to let you know we have a great amount of leaders now doing presentations. I mean, Mita Del Fiero is off the charts. Plug in. Alton Patterson off the charts. Plug in. Last night I got on with Damon Amin Meadows. Oh my goodness, he was on fire. I'm telling you, we have such a good core nucleus of people. Plug in, plug in, plug in, stay plugged in, get juiced up, and all of a sudden you'll see what happens. You'll get attractive to others. And I can't help but say this. You know, when I do the mastermind during the daytime, we did it today at noontime Eastern, and we do the Miracle Mastermind. We started out studying Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, um, Napoleon Hill, and all of them talk about the power of autosuggestion. And so we put together, you know, just a few things to say, and here it is. I am a winner. I'm a leader. I'm a champion. I'm a legend. I'm a child of God. I am unstoppable. And scripture says, ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be open. Take the time to ask. Maybe you're not a prayerful person. Maybe you're not a religious person. But if you believe there is a God, ask for his help. Just turn it over to him. We got amazing things getting ready to happen. Appreciate you all. Love you all. From the bottom of my heart, I wish everybody the most success, and that this venture is the venture that you spent your whole life preparing for. Let's go get it. God bless everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you, Ed.
Bye.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao, Bella.
Thank you, Ed.
Bless everybody. You're welcome. Excellent presentation. Thank you. Thank you.
Night,
Great
John.
call.
Fabulous,
Great
Ed.
call.
Did somebody say good night, John Boy? Good night, Mary Ellen. Good night, Mary Ellen.
Great presentation, Ed.
Thanks, brother.
Terrific.
Thank you. We'll see you all again soon. See you tomorrow. God bless.